adventures of Superman. When the planet Krypton, home of a race of supermen, exploded into dust, the sole survivor was an infant boy who had been shot to Earth in a sealed rocket. Today, that boy, grown to manhood, is known as...
Hi, Hunter here. Just received a solar capacitor analyzer off of eBay. Looks like it's in fairly good shape. Have the rectifier tube sitting right there, along with 2 microfarads that need to be repurposed. Cover looks fairly well. Got a little paint, whatever. So found the schematic, CB-160. A couple questions I have. Maybe one of y'all can answer. The schematic says for 250K. I'll show you in a moment the resistor that's in the back. It's not that value. So, and another question I had was where this lead was going. It shows to number 2, and I believe it was attached to number 3. So we'll take a look at that in a moment. Hi. Okay, this is the back side to the solar CB-160. We have in question first is that R5. Looking at the it says R5. It's showing 250K, and I have reason to believe this is R5. So I've got a 1, 2, yellow dot, 5. Measured approximately 140K. Resistor for R5 was 250K. So that's a question. My other question was the leg coming off of here and going to this resistor. It's going to number 2. So I believe this is like number 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I followed the wire, and I believe the wire was going to this one, but I've already clipped the wires. There was 3 of them coming out of there. Already clipped them, but they were attached to here, and I think they need to be attached to that one. So if somebody could chime in on that. Other than that, I've traced out everything. The 10 meg and the 1 meg, they measured real close. All the resistance along the wire round measured okay. These 2 resistors here, R2, R1, measured out good. I believe that's a 30K, measured out good. So, okay. Well, as usual, these little videos come in parts. So, let's just kind of go over parts. Okay, this res is, I believe, right here, and then condition. Conditions on the left, res is on the right. So that will be our 3, let's see, this attaches to R3, kind of goes underneath and attaches over here. Let's see, I got it right here. R3 is in the middle, R6 is here, and there is a switch over here, S3. They are in the same component, and that is what I've written down here. S3 and R6 is in the same component, the power factor. Okay, here's a switch, the on-off toggle switch. That would be right here on your transformer, S4. Of course, your transformer's down here, and then that switch is right there. There's the magic eye tube. This is where the rectifier tube would go. Okay. Got an R2, R1. That's these bad boys right here. Okay. This .002, I believe that's what this is. The .02 is going to be this guy. I'll replace with that. And I believe C1 is 2 microfarads, which I do not have. But that's what this wire, and this wire connect to. Okay. So let's see. You have this resistance here. That's this part right here, and it's voltage divided, and those leads come off of this rear wafer. Okay, so this would be the front wafer. This would be the rear wafer. Okay, and let's see what kind of. This would be 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. That's in relation to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As I stated earlier, I have a question where the eye tube comes around and comes up to 2. Well, for me, it was connected here, and so this would be 2, 5, 4, 3. It was connected to 3, but here's 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and hitch it to 2 and see what happens. But let's see. What you have here is they're all connected. That shows with here and here. Get a pencil in there. Here on the wafer switch, they're all connected, and they have a green wire coming down to C8. It's showing as a 0.01 in the schematic. They're showing a 0.02. So I'm going to replace it with a 0.02. Once again, see what happens. Here's the neon light, which is here. R4 30K, that's there. We have R5 250K. As I stated earlier, that is not a 250K unless they just painted it wrong. But I doubt that, because it measured 146K. And it's showing 120K, going by the color code. Okay, so that is a big question. Let's see what else went over. C5 is a 0.5. I don't have a 0.5 with me. I'll have to order or put some together. Let's see. We went over those. Okay, 6 and 7. My schematic says 4 microfarad, 425 volts. I've got some 4 microfarad at 450 volts, so I'll use those for starters, see what happens. Let's see. Okay, I think just about got it all. R2, that's over here, got a meg and a 10 meg. That would be R13 for the 10 meg. So for right now, I'm just gonna replace that and replace that .01 with a .02. Okay.